Wow, what a doozy 2024 was for the housing market. Slowest market in 29 years, mortgage rate volatility all over the place, housing unaffordability at an all-time high, yet home prices still went up. Plus, the Feds just cut interest rates 50 basis points, yet mortgage rates went up 1% in a week. It's been crazy. We're all looking forward to 2024 to being behind us, to be honest, in the housing market world. But what does 2025 bring? Some people think it's going to be awesome, it's going to be great. I have some bad news, and I'm going to talk about it in this video today. If you are thinking of buying or selling next year, this is a video you should definitely watch. All right, important stats. 27% more homes on the market than this time last year. Mortgage rates are 7% right now, but this time last year, October, November, they were pushing 8. So it's crazy that we're at 1% better. It feels kind of bittersweet considering that just a month ago we were at 6%, now we're at 7. But if you look at it this time last year when we were pushing 8, not too shabby. Now, for all the people who are thinking next year mortgage rates are going to drop into the low 5s and we're going to live happily ever after, it ain't happening. Mortgage rates are going to stay probably pretty stagnant for the next 3 or 4 months. There's more chance of them hitting 8 than 5, if you ask me. Especially now, Trump coming in, there's going to be some more optimism about the economy, supposedly. And when there's optimism, rates go up. We need pain for rates to come down, like COVID, for example, or a recession. When COVID hit, there was pain, right? And that's why the mortgage rates went so low. So unless there's a recession next year, which there could well be, I think mortgage rates are going to stay in the 6s throughout 2025. Home prices across the US went up 2.6% in 2024. Zillow thinks 2025 home prices are going to go up about 2.8%. I've learned over the years that Zillow are often wrong, but that's what they think. I personally think the next couple of years, house prices are going to stay pretty much the same. 2.8%, I guess, isn't that much. If you own $1 million home in Los Angeles, it's going to go up 28 grand. That's about right. Now, when I'm saying house prices are going to stay the same, I'm talking Southern California. I'm talking LA County, Orange County, robust housing markets. However, if you live in Texas, Louisiana, Florida, home prices are going to come down. They've already started. There's been so much building in Texas. There's homes that aren't selling. Because of that, prices are dropping on these new builds, which is bringing down the price of other single-family homes. So when I'm saying prices are going to stay pretty stagnant, I'm talking Southern California. In some states, they could drop 10, 15%. In California, we're at about a 3-year high when it comes to people listing their homes, which is great. We need more homes on the market, especially if you're a buyer. Right now, there's about 1.4 million homes on the market. Sounds like a lot. It isn't. In 2007, 8, and 9, there were 4 million homes on the market at this time. Historically, between 2 million and 2.5 is a good number for a nice buyer-seller housing market. Right now, 1.4 million. It's low. I do think, however, in 2025, we're going to see that number steadily rise. That's a good thing. And 4 million total homes have sold this year. That is awful. Next year, people are saying 4.3 million, so it's not going to really be that much better. Historically, since records began, especially the last 20-odd something years, there's usually about 5 million homes selling every year. Now, 2021, there was over 6 million. So yeah, 2024, 4 million homes sold. Not great. Next year, 4.3 million. So if you think all of a sudden in the next 12 months this housing market's going to turn around, data doesn't suggest that. In 2009, home prices in Southern California fell 41%. That is crazy. Imagine having $1 million home. All of a sudden, you've lost 400 grand. People now, they're a little scared. Is this going to happen in 2025? The answer is no. There is 3.1 months of inventory right now. That is not a lot. In 2008, there was 16 months of supply. In 2009, there was 7 months of supply. There was loads of homes on the market, which is what caused the crash. Right now, we're only looking at 3 months of inventory. That doesn't suggest a crash in Southern California. In California right now, homes are selling if priced correctly. There's 37% of homes right now on the market in Southern California have had price drops. It's a very large number. However, if a home is priced correctly, it's taking about 25 days to sell. To put that into context, last year was about 20 days. But historically, anything under 30 days to sell is pretty fast. But I think the elephant in the room, we all know about it, is housing unaffordability. In the last 5 years, homes have gone up 47%. That's almost 10% a year. Now, historically, homes usually go up between 3 and 5% a year. So you can see what a tough bind a lot of buyers are in right now. Home prices at an all-time high, mortgage rates at 7% when they were just at 3%, it seems like a blink of an eye ago. So what is going to happen? And I think, unfortunately, not much. Mortgage rates are going to stay very, very similar. The word on the street, all the surveys being done by lenders and Zillow and Realtor.com, etc., with buyers have suggested that 5.8 is going to be the number, the mortgage rate, to turn this around, to get buyers out, to get the market going again. 5.8. That seems so high just compared to 4 years ago, but right now that seems like a really sexy number if you ask me. Right now we're at 7. Can we get to 5.8 in 2025? It's going to be tough, but in 2026 I think we can. Then I think we're going to be getting back into a normal market. However, I do think next year is going to be better than this year. It can't be worse, can it? So to all the buyers out there, stop trying to time the market. Don't say, you know what, we're going to wait for 2026. It might not turn around. We're going to wait till the end of 2025 when we know what's going on. You're just going to push yourself out. And if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. Obviously helps the algorithm. I do videos every week. The best time to buy, if you ask me, was probably 2012. Just after the crash, mortgage rates were low, and since 2012, home prices have gone crazy. Don't try and time the market. I don't care what your parents are saying or Grandpa Joe. Buy. If you can afford it, buy, because housing unaffordability, if you ask me, isn't going to get much better. Could it get 5% better? Absolutely. It's not going to get better though in the short term. And in the short term, I'm talking 2.5 years. Now, bear in mind, I'm talking about Southern California, guys. If you're in those states I mentioned, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, even Tennessee, quite a few states to be honest. Yes, next year, more homes are going to come on the market and you're going to be in a buyer's market. There's about 12 states right now where I was reading on Resi.com, they think could be a buyer's market next year. We haven't seen a buyer's market since 2018, probably. It's been seller, 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 having all the power. More homes are going to come on the market. There's going to be more buyers, but not enough buyers to be purchasing these homes. So yes, days on market's going to go up. Prices are going to come down. So if you're in certain states in America, and I'll put them up on the screen so you can take a look, could you get a deal in 2025? Could you buy a home for 10% less than your neighbor potentially? The answer is yes. However, if you're watching this video because you're thinking of moving to Southern California, or you're thinking about selling and moving somewhere else, is your house going to go down in the next couple of years? Probably not. Is it going to go up in price in the next couple of years? Probably not. And if you're wondering who I am, I'm Matt Tilley, the British bloke. I'm a realtor here in Southern California. I work LA County and Orange County. If you do have any questions, please reach out. I help a lot of people from my YouTube channel moving, not just from other states in America, but from all around the world. I moved here in 2001, full-time 2008, and guess what, guys? I absolutely love Southern California. I don't care what you think. But don't forget, talk to your lender. If you're worried about these 6% mortgage rates, these 7% mortgage rates, and you want to get lower, you can. I've got a guy right now, he's getting 3% less than the mortgage rate through a buy down that, guess what? The seller is paying for. So just because you're seeing 7% mortgage rates doesn't mean you can't get a 5% mortgage rate right now. Doesn't mean you can't get a 4% mortgage rate with a 3-2-1 buy down that the seller pays for. So don't be put off. There's ways around it. Investment properties as well. There's lots more loans now. Bank statement loans. If you work for yourself and you're like, well, I don't show any income, it doesn't matter. I just helped a guy buy a house. He didn't show any money last year. However, his bank statement showed him putting money into the bank every month and he got a mortgage doing that way. So Don't be scared, just reach out. There's plenty of ways to you to buy a house, and I want to help you. Another misconception, it's not just first-time home buyers who can put 3.5% down. You can get a conventional loan right now. You could be 60 years old and it could be your 5th purchase. You could put 3.5% down. So you want to buy $1 million home in Orange County, you can put $35,000 down. Yes, you've got closing costs and other fees as well, but your down payment is 35 grand. Plus, we can lower your mortgage rates as well. Home buying might not be as hard as you think. Plus, I've helped so many people buy homes this year, and guess what? None of them regret it. They've all got a smile on their face. Yes, maybe they paid a little bit more than they wanted to. Maybe their mortgage payment every month a bit higher than they want it to be. But they're homeowners. They're living the American dream that we all want. And they're hoping in a couple of years' time, if mortgage rates come down, their lenders will refinance them for free, and maybe they can get some a slightly lower payment every month. So it's a lot to digest. 2024, goodbye. I'm glad it's gone. 2025 is going to be better. It's not going to be much better, but homes are still going to be selling, and I would love to help you. Speak to you soon.